In technical terms, modal verbs are auxiliary verbs and that express possibilities, abilities, advice, request, permission, necessity, obligation. Let me show you some examples so that you will understand easily. And primarily there are 9 modal verbs. There are some extra of which I am going to be talking about right towards end of the videos. But first let's start with 9 modal verbs. Can be used for expressing ability. For example, I can swim. That means I am able to swim. It can also be used for asking for permission. For example, can I use your phone? And lastly, it can be used for offering or suggesting. For example, you can try this dish. That means I'm suggesting you, I'm offering you. Next we come to brother of can. That means could. It denotes past ability. For example, I could swim when I was 5 years old. Or it can be used for polite request. That means, could you please pass the salt? Or it can also be used for suggestion. That means, you could visit the museum if you are interested in art. And lastly, it can be used for possibilities. For example, it could rain today. And next we come to the will. Will is used for the future. For example, I will go to the store. Or it can be used for promises. For example, I will help you. Next is would, and this is conditional. It is used to express conditions. For example, I would go there if I had time. And it is also used for the polite request, just as could. For example, would you like some coffee? Would can be used for a habit in the past. For example, when I was a kid, I would go there for fishing every summer. And next, it can be also used for the imagined situations. For example, I would travel the world if I won the lottery. Next we have shall on the list. It is used for offering a suggestion. For example, shall we dance? And it is also used for the determination. For example, we shall overcome. Next modal is should. It is used for the advice. For example, you should study for the exam. Or it is also used for the expectations. For example, they should be here by now. And next we have may on the list. And it is used for the possibilities like many other modal verbs. For example, it may snow tomorrow. It is also used for the permission. For example, may I sit down? May I come in? Now, may and can both can be used for asking permission. It's okay to use either. Don't confuse yourself unnecessarily. May I sit down? Can I sit down? May is just slightly more polite. You may say it sounds better in a formal situations. Now we come to the might, and see, this is very interesting that it is used for the less possibilities. For example, it might rain tomorrow, but I doubt it. And it is also used for giving us suggestions. For example, you might try this cake. And lastly, we come to the must, and this is the last one on the list of the 9 modal verbs. And it is used to express the necessity. For example, I must finish my project. I must finish this video. And it is also used for the strong advice. For example, you must read the books. And lastly, it can be also used for expressing a logical conclusion. For example, it must be her phone she left on the table. So generally there are these 9 modal verbs, but sometimes these extra modal verbs are also included. Like have to is used for the expressing obligations. For example, I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. Now next is need to. Need to is very similar to have to. It is used to expressing necessity. For example, I need to go there. I need to eat that food. I need to take my medicine. Now last on the list of extra is ought to. Ought to is very similar to the should. So you can use that ought to in the place of should. It denotes, it indicates obligations and advisabilities. For example, you ought to finish your work tomorrow. You ought to read your books.